Yo, morning you wonderful people. So we are on day 3 of this rear extension. So day 3 looks like this. We have had the digger changed because we broke the first one. Great. So we've also, Sean has jinxed it for us because our footings dig, which is what we're on today. Try and get out the sunshine. So as we're getting on with the digging out, our footings need to be right here.
There.
Right there. Right where Sean is. Now, while Sean was on the digger, he said, I reckon that knowing our luck, we'll come against the drains across there. That's correct, wasn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
You did say that, didn't you?
I did.
And the next thing we know,
I bust it.
he's hit it.
I bust it with a digger.
So you did find it.
I did.
So
Exactly where I thought it was, and I still bust it.
yeah, well, you know, so if you ever don't know where any pipes are, any drainage are, or anything like that, and they're all a bit of a mystery, tell you what, best thing to do is get one of those, and you'll hit them every time.
And make sure you carry a puncture repair kit.
Yeah. So these are called slipper
Straight couplers, slip-ons.
slip-ons, slippers.
Slips.
So the reason behind that is because there's no notches inside, no buenos noches, and he's looking for the gloves of shame. Hold on. There you go. So he's got the gloves of shame. So the reason why they are, I've got no bits in there because you can slip them past and then, you know, replace the damaged section, which is what we're doing. The problem is with that drain, so that drain actually leads on into next door. So occasionally when somebody does flush, then a bit of poopage. So today we're going to be talking about the poo pipes. So we're waiting for the grab hire as well. So I'll quickly take you out the front because we have got the grab hire should be here any moment because we've got a full load out here, and I'm just going to show you that. So this is what I would say it would be a full load coming. So we've got a mixture, obviously rubble and all the rest of it. I did wash the van, right? The van was washed as well over the weekend. I did a really nice job, and then we've just been out and looked at a beautiful, what could be a beautiful job for a very, very old barn conversion. That's as much as I can say. But if we get that job, that'll be one hell of a job to do because you're proper restoring something there, which would be really cool. But anyway, there was a massive long lane. It's covered all the van, but yeah, it's mucky. So we're waiting for that. We've got a bit more dig out to do here while Sean's sorting that lot out, but we're gonna come to a bit of a halt. But that drain where Sean is now sorting, because of obviously our line really was supposed to be here, we've had to get the architect back out. Now we use the best architects in the business. They are absolutely unreal how efficient they are. So Richard's just been out, he's come out, we've gone through the plans and all the rest of it, and we've having to move the footings out. So we've moved them out, is it 500 mil away from the original because it's a, I don't know, shared drain or some, I don't know, some technical stuff he was going on about, which has meant now that the whole building's getting bigger. So it's having a bit of a glow up. It is? Yeah. So this is what I was saying earlier on. So Sean's in there working.
I think we need to change jobs. You take mine, I'll take yours.
No, I didn't do it. I'm going to hit another one down here and then somebody's flushed the toilet. Right, I think it's important to say as well is that your footing depth needs to be 1 metre deep, okay? So 1 metre deep from your finished floor. You don't want to go any deeper than that unless specified by building control and all the rest of it, and they can go down in poor ground areas. You can go down to 3 metres. You don't want that. Like 1 metre is your standard depth, and the reason why, even though this will never be built on as a 2-storey, you have to build it in such a way that you could potentially make it into a 2-storey, although it will never happen. If you go any deeper than 1 metre, then what you're going to run into then is more cost. And it's amazing how much a difference it makes by having it too deep here has a huge effect on your budget for everything else. Now we're already 500 mil out, so the budget's already gone past for this, and also that has a multiplying effect on the rest of the build. So you've got extra steels, you've got extra manpower for all the bricklaying, extra brick, extra plasterboard. It's a huge knock-on, but you can't plan for this, you can't price for this any differently. You have to price it on your standard meter dig out, everything going to plan, subject to anything that we can't see under the ground. Okay, so digger update. So we're on it, back on to digging out all the footings now. So I'll spin you round. So we've had to, big wobble. So we've had to clear a bit of space away to try and carry on with this. Now, the width of that trench is 600 mil wide. Okay, so 600 mil wide by a metre deep. So we've had the grab hire. He has been in and took one load. So what I showed you, we got a few more in and a few more of the dumpers where Sean is. Look, Sean's coming down now. Look. So a few more of those in, and we got left with a small mound, which then he repositioned so we could then dump it all out. So we've had to dig away this wall, because obviously now with everything that's going on, so this wall, we had to dig that out so we can get our footings in, because this is all going to be re-landscaped anyway. But yeah, there's quite a bit. So Sean has fixed the poo pipe, that is good, well done. Jackpot, you have done a legendary job. Poo pipe fixer extraordinaire, so he has done that bit. So now we are trying to motor on ahead to try and get this all dug out. Now luckily enough for us, it's good digging. Now you may just about see there is another drain there, but that is a land drain, an old land drain, because obviously at one stage this was just fields. These, I'm not sure when these are built, but don't need it. It's dug out, and yeah, no more poo pipes, please.
Size of that pipe.
He's got a good pipe there. So that, girls and boys, is a medieval toy. So that is actually a land drain, in fairness. So you can see, very, very old that is. So you can see the sort of bore size. Quite often, these are actually partially blocked, but this one's extremely clean, and that's where she lives. So we've got a bit of old concrete footing there, so we've had to break that bit up. But the digging is actually really, really nice digging, in fairness. So you can see a bit of the old land drain there. So we're bottoming it out, which is basically what we'll do is what it's called bottoming out, is where you'll get your shovel and obviously keep it as flat, because that's how building control always want it. They want the footings nice and square and flat. So once we've done the majority of the dig, hopefully we can get the concrete in before it collapses. But before it comes, you'll always have a bit of a scrape away and make sure it's all nice and clean. So it is tiring, I'm going to be honest, carrying on doing this. And I know everyone's thinking, oh yeah, it's great sitting in there and having loads of fun. It's boring. Like, it's great for the first half an hour. So I'm really lucky that we've got Sean that will do digger driving as well, because it does get massively mind-numbingly boring sitting on there, and you need to stretch your legs. So I've had enough of digging on there. So Sean's turn. And also, if you're tactical about it, when you know you're going to come up towards pipe work, that is the time for you to jump off and then let him go through it rather than me. I mean, age and all that is something that you learn all these little tricks about. So even like, so that little movement there, so as you're digging, so that little movement on the digger as it comes up feels, when you're sitting down, feels like your whole world's throwing out. But when you look at it, it's nothing. It's absolutely pathetic when it lifts up. But when you're in it, you go, whoa, my God, we're coming out. So track dumper. So these little bad boys, right, are an absolute godsend. So you'll get probably 4 times the amount in that than you would do in a normal wheelbarrow. Now, when you've got manpower down, you want to be hiring these things. So you're reducing the fatigue by hiring in something like that. So it means that you can go and push a lot harder. And in between the scoops of those, like what we do, like me and Sean both do, is you'll push bits back in for the trench because it's easier to dig it out when you've got a hole there, and you're generally trying to keep the site a lot tidier. So it does make a huge difference. What I think I'll do, I'm going to try and get the drone up, get that flying in a minute, and then I can get on with some working, because he fills them up pretty quick. Okay, so that is it. We are done for day 3. So we, truth be told, I've run out of diesel. So I ran out of diesel and it started coughing and spluttering and I know it's diesel. And just a little tip for you as well, don't let them completely run dry, because if they do, it's a bit of a pain to get them out, to get a bit of like air in the system, and it's not good for them. So drainage wise, the drain is, see where those blocks are there? So in line with that, we found the other end of that drain down there. So we now have to be really, really careful. So when we're doing the digging tomorrow, either me or Sean will be standing in there and making sure that we don't hit this one. And then this run back to the house is not going to be as straightforward as that one, because we've got a lot of concrete that's going to need breaking up, because the original pad is where it's then going to sit on, is going to be a bit more of a challenge. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you do. Notifications in the corner, turn them on. And if you're interested in the farming journey, then again, the Hard Hat Farmer, you can check on there, the link is at the end of this video. And we'll come back and join me on day 4 when we see if we hit this pipe. Right, catch you later.